Hey, Ed Spence here at Washington Music Center with my good friend Sebastian. We're looking at the Roland Fantom series, the newest workstation from the Phantom line. We've been waiting for this for years, and Roland originally didn't feel that workstation was relevant. And then when they got their butts kicked with Montage and Motif and Chronos, they realized that they were wrong. But we also found out that they were listening. And so while they were dormant, they were working on something that we didn't know. And this finally came out. It's an amazing workstation. The presentation is awesome. It looks great. It's got dual outputs. So you have balanced XLR outputs plus quarter-inch outputs. So you can have the XLRs go to the house and a quarter-inch to your monitors instead of direct boxes. So, which is awesome. It has CV control for you tweakers. CV is control voltage that you can control to analog synthesizers. CV was the beginning before MIDI. It was electrical voltage, 1 volt per octave. So it's basically electric shock, and it did something. So if you're connecting old school stuff, this has it built in because CV's Eurorack is huge now for certain people. It has tons of connectivity to the computer, USB. They have integrated control with Logic and MainStage. So you can do your sketch song here and then send all tracks straight to Logic, or you can control Logic and MainStage here from DAW control. Once it's connected here, you can actually control, you can arm tracks, you can add tracks in Logic. So this will be your DAW controller for MainStage, which is awesome. It sounds incredible. They didn't spare anything on this product. The V piano was Roland's flagship piano. It was $5,000. That piano is in here 100%. They didn't take anything away from it. So all the dynamic control, whereas like one of the features of the V piano that if you really studied it was that you can take one sound, one note, and I can affect that one note. I can change the velocity of the one note. I can change the pitch of a single note. So like if you had a piano, like there's a piano, Ilio had, you know, the keyscape, one of the notes had an aliasing issue. And I called them on it. It was a B. And they said when they did the sample, their acoustic piano they sampled had that in there. They couldn't fix it. The piano, you can go in and fix it. Because you know, a piano is not just a single string, it's multiple strings. And for some reason it was wearing me out. I can't deal with that one note. Other people are like, I don't hear it. But some people that are real sensitive, and you can hear like, this is a little flat, whatever, you can go in on the V piano and adjust it. You can do the same thing with this product here. So that's $5,000 in here off the break. They took all of their technology is in here. There's a feature called Zen-Core. What Zen-Core does is another celebrity just walked in. What Zen-Core is a unison or unified technology. So anything that's Zen-Core compatible can load into a Phantom and vice versa. So they just announced the Roland Jupiter. The Jupiter series, the Jupiter XM and the Jupiter keyboard is Zen-Core. I can go over there with a USB thumb drive, grab something, and load that sound in my thumb drive, then walk over here and load it in here, and vice versa.
That's amazing. I didn't know about that feature.
Absolutely. Guys who love Ableton, you can load your loops. So you can load your loops in here, your segues. It has two types of sequencers. One is everything is step sequencer now. Everything is step sequencer. So there's a step sequencer in here plus a traditional sequencer. So you can do your rough sketches. Because what I like to do, I wrote a song for an album years ago. But I did the whole thing on a Motif. Motif was like the MPC because you could work in pattern mode.
Yeah, patterns.
Do your intro, verse, chorus, and then you put things together, and then you say, well, you know what, let's mix it up. Hit this 3 times. Then there's the traditional linear approach, but I could do that one here. And you sketch your tune out, then you can dump it to your DAW one pass. That's built in here. This has an analog filter on here, so you can get a sound and you can tweak. If you're a tweaker, you can tweak. You got parameters here, all different types of filters right here. For those guys that would like the computer software and they want to tweak, you can come in here and tweak. Change the resonance, change the filter. You can come over here to this parameter here. All this is coming from the one electric piano sound. So this makes your capabilities infinite. So you can tweak anything to no end. One unique feature of Roland is that they did not want you to have different modes. Most keyboards have a performance mode, a sequence mode, and a live mode. This is, they call it modeless. So what you do is anywhere at any time, you're everywhere at all the time. So I can come in here, and this is right now electric piano, and I can go here. Let's see, I'm at a bass. I can turn this on. I have it on. And anyone who knows the Roland sounds, they're right there. And I can layer. I can come here. I have a slap bass or synth bass. I have a finger bass. I have a. If I layer, I have both. Just that quick.
So aside from doing the big piano, the V piano, did they do all the supernatural stuff? Did they
They're in
put all
here.
that in there?
Yeah, they've been doing software updates, so all the supernatural product is in here now. And they won't tell us how much the capacity of the memory is because they're saying you won't run out of memory.
Oh, okay.
So right now they just added supernatural. They just added an incredible vocoder in here. So plug a mic in here and you can use the vocoder, but they added a twist to it. Let's say you have an analog synth like a Moog, anything. You can take that and use that as a modifier. You can take the output of that Moog into the input of the mic, because it takes two mic inputs. So you're playing the Moog and you're using that to modify your vocoder at the same time. No one does that.
Wow.
No one does that. No, so that just takes it to another level because now you can take your sound, because a lot of vocoders on keyboards are limited. Motif has a vocoder, the Korg has a vocoder, but you're limited to the sound engine of that product. You could take a CD, any audio device, and modify it, which is awesome. Every category is insane. All the categories. What people are saying that this is the one keyboard that will get people completely out of their computers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're saying that I've already had Carlton, Carlton Hicks. He was all virtual. All virtual. I walked him back here and said, Carlton, you got to put your hands on this. I set him up and I walked away. When he came out, he had his credit card in his hand. And he said, Ed, I don't use keyboards, but I cannot live without this keyboard. And so far, I sell Yamaha, Roland, Korg, I sell everything here. This is the one product that's pulling people off of their computer. Completely out. He was over there now talking to another customer about the same thing. It just sounds crisp, clear. Roland, MKS, we know Roland what they do as far as sounds. Strings.
What's the polyphony on this?
It's 256 and something else, because the V piano is unlimited itself. So it's like...
So they kind of do like what the Kronos did, where the different engines have their own polyphony.
Correct. But you won't run out of polyphony. Organs, bass, every category. And for those people who don't like to go deep, it's real simple. The only thing you have to remember is where you're at, okay? You want a piano? If you want another piano, hit the button again. There's your banks. Now you can go here. This is a Zen-Core piano as opposed to another type piano, and you just turn the knob. You can turn the knob. You can use the increment, decrement button. You can use the up and down button, or you can use your finger. Hit a button, touch screen. Can't get lost. There it is. You can play with it any way you like to. Want to try something else? You want strings? And all that is by hitting the button. When you get out and hit exit, you want to go deep, hit the button again. Electric pianos. It starts like this. Want to go deep, hit a button. So far, they hit every category I can think of. Back in the day, you had to pick a choice between the joystick or the mod wheel. Roland said, you don't have to choose anymore. We're giving both to you. There's right now no product that has that right now. So whoever you are, whatever style you are, it's right there. Transpose, for those people who are reading sheet music and they have to transpose, they're not that quick, only like maybe 2% of the world that can look at something and play in a different key in real time. So if you're looking at sheet music, or if you're still learning and your favorite key is whatever key it is, and they've seen it and not in that key, you can just hit the transpose button right here really quick and easy. Because a lot of new keyboards, you have to go in menus.
Go into the menus.
And you have to do that. You don't have to do that here. Go in. Once you're in transpose, amazing, lifesaver.
Any other features that stick out on this keyboard?
Let's see. It's got the built drum machine. You got the analog filter section here. You have your faders here that you can control your different layers. So you can have 16 sounds layered at one time. Splits, whatever you like. It's always in multi-timbral mode. So if you're in a sequence mode, all these parts here are your different sounds, and you don't have to go in and change MIDI channels. It's already designated. So part 5 is a MIDI channel 5. And if you hit the little zone button, now you're in part 13. So you could set that up and save it as a scene. Everything is called a scene. Once you save it, it's done forever.
Now, how hard is layering on this?
Oh, just press a button.
So you can just keep adding?
Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, just keep pressing.
So you can make it pretty thick. You can make it pretty thick without notes cutting out on you.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And what else did I think of for live performance mode, guys? Because while you're playing, what I would do is preset my sounds that I think I'm going to be segueing to, and I'd have them set across here, and I save it, give it a name.
So you can just get to it real fast.
Right, so while you're playing.
If you're setting up for a service or something.
Right, and you saw that once you engage a button here, it immediately gets you out of that mode. Because sometimes you can get too deep and get confused. That happens a lot of times when you're live and something happens that shakes you.
Yeah, and then you can get lost.
Right. So the home base is just hit a button. And now you're back. You have a new guest musician comes and they don't really know how to keyboard. There's a piano. You want another one, hit it again. There's a different piano. And you go right back. That's pretty simple. So far, I haven't found anything negative that I would say on this product. There's tons of tutorials. Ed Diaz is back at Roland. Thank God. There's tons of tutorials to show you how to get deep on here. So far, right now, this is the #1 product right now. Everyone's got to catch up to this. Sonically, Roland always sounded great live. Remember, I always component about how does it sound mono through a speaker. This Roland always sound live. The bass is always hit hard. The brass, they got it all here, and they're adding more. And that Zen-Core thing, it's cool. So if you're on a budget and you can only afford one thing, but they have other things, now you just get a thumb drive and load it up, and you got it.
Load it up.
Yep. So that's the Roland Fantom. It was a well worth wait in the product.